Hey guys, Sarap here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Nexus. Playing today, spawning on the left, we have FK9DD. Playing as us there, straight away locking in elite troops. Facing off against them on the right, we have Sky Revolution. King's US forces, and straight away locking in Urban Assault, the new commander. This one, of course, will have the revised Tiger Ace, which you can unlock through tech now, rather than calling it 17 CPs, is it? 15? So, yeah, I don't think I've covered any games with those units so far, so looking forward to it. Looks like we're not seeing like a double re-echelon start or anything from Revolution. Don't know what, I can't remember what FK9DD had as his other commander options, but going for like a secondary echelon at the start potentially could be strong, but they're so bad against assault grenadiers that you could just lose the game on the spot. Well, not really, but you'll get off to a horrible start if you go for a double re-echelon start and they go for air screens. You just get blown out. You know, I've seen many of my re-echelon start games on this very channel.
The enemy is taking our territory.
So I was kind of looking forward to doing that this patch, but it doesn't really look like it's viable, at least while assault grenadiers are so powerful and popular. Which is a shame, because we might not be able to see, you know, too many of the rifle grenade launchers. Bit of skirmishing going on. Cool. This could be a wipe. No, this is not negative cover.
A capture point is under attack.
Still got close though. FK9DD coming down to fight in the south, getting some good damage in here. It's created a real fortified position around that tank trap. Wall of wire there. Both players neutralizing their opponent's fuel. Whereas Sky Revolution actually hasn't managed to secure his munitions yet. Could put him quite far behind in that department. Or will. But pretty standard stuff from both players so far, honestly. 3 grenadiers, 3 rifles. Getting a captain, I suppose that's a little bit less common. And tier 1 just starting now, or battle phase 1. Wow, instant retreat there. Might have been able to beat those grenadiers at that range.
Access to superior arms and soldiers.
You got lucky, probably worth the attempt at least. Would have slowed them down long enough such that he could maybe have completed this capture on the munitions point.
Taking fire! Our supply line just got cut off.
Bit of long range cover to cover action there.
Get ready!
Oh, did he use volley fire? I didn't notice. Doesn't look like it did anything. Remember, volley fire did get a small buff. The received accuracy of the squad, the re-echelon squad using volley fire. It's now like a 15% penalty, I think, rather than 40%. So, pretty big bonus to volley fire. Still a bit sick as always, guys. Oh, I mean, as always recently, so. Might be the occasional pause whilst I mute the microphone to cough and whatnot. Okay, things settling down here, not much combat. We've got medics going up, tier 2 is up. What kind of light vehicle we're going to see from FK9DD?
The bunker has been converted.
Whatever it is, it's going to come in at a really nice timing. This goes to tick up at very precise timing. Nice and early. Pack Alley coming in for Revolution here. Closing distance rifleman, switch targets to focus them down. Oh, and he's got a Molotov coming out there. Chases away Pioneers quite quickly and then flanks around the MG with another rifle from the other angle. He's trying to focus down Pioneers on retreat. Don't think he's going to get them though. Here comes the captain as well, just overwhelming FK9DD. Didn't quite get the kill, and he actually not going to go for a light vehicle here. Very unusual, going for some stormtroopers, creating them with the G43s. But yeah, I was really expecting a light vehicle here, honestly. It goes tick up nice and early for it, but just actually got nothing out of it. Very unusual. Oof. That's how he did some big damage to the stormtroopers there. Got the neutralize on the cutoff though.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
As you can see, FK9DD making use of munitions, getting those weapon upgrades basically as soon as he can. But you really need to fight back against those free squads of US forces. Need those weapon upgrades. And a half-track about to hit the field for Revolution now. FK9DD not well prepared for this. No 222, no squad with a Shrek, and no pack. He's in a bit of trouble. Main hope now is to try and get a Faust on the slowest progress. Give him time to build a counter. Looks like the autocannon isn't even firing. I'll reposition that now. How can we just park them base this whole time? They have plenty of range from there though. Maybe he'll bring it out once he's got a more well-established front line. Doesn't want to risk losing it on retreat. The half-track going to work, but FK9DD doing a good job trying to force the fights where he's behind some strong cover or inside the building, limiting his infantry's damage. Throws a incendiary device in there. Wasn't actually doing that much damage. Looks like he's maybe only hitting one or two of the models. Where the units are inside the building does count towards the Molotov damage. Pack just about complete for FK9DD.
We're losing a capture point.
Oh, and he's jumping on top of the cutoff, going after the pack howitzer, which did actually come out of the base. Only briefly, though. A half-track at long range, so actually only the machine gun firing at this range. Needs to get a little bit closer for the autocannon to get busy. Or maybe you just call it a cannon. Manages to avoid getting Fausted, though. Here's some good damage in now. Here comes the pack though. Incendiary rounds coming out from the machine gun. Pack misses its opening shot on the A half track, allowing it to escape. Molotov over the fence line. And FK9DD having to pull back here. Reechelon doing some capping in the south, but outgunned by the G43 stormtroopers.
Enemy forces are
Just system up
securing our
quickly.
territory. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Okay, half track now rotating to the south. Gonna try find that stormtrooper squad, but they are camouflaged. He knows where they are though. They're capturing the VP. These guys don't have access to a Faust or anything, so powerless in the face of the half track. And here we go. Some good hits. Forces to retreat. Interesting that he went for the VP over, trying to get the neutralized maybe on the fuel. Seems like Revolution has had slightly superior fuel control, at least while his A half track has been on the field. Tier 3, well, Battle Phase 2 now completed for FK9DD, and it's got a little bit in the bank as well, so not too far away from the Osmond. That connecting there. Back Howie. Going to work, trying to soften it up. But now in the firing line from the LNG squad. Meanwhile, MG's jumped back into the building. Full retreat in the north from Revolution. And Packowie could be in some trouble here. No, it looks like he's going to get out of there. Oh, rifle grenade coming in. Ooh, big grenade. 3 models down. He does end up getting decrewed in a very safe position for Revolution, however. Pack has pushed up behind this though. Without infantry support, he could be in trouble. He went for a second squad of re-echelon just before. Upgraded them with the rifle grenade launchers. See how they get on. They'll be really strong at hiding behind this and getting the machine gun out of the building. Don't have to spend munitions every time he wants to do that as well. Get suppressed, and the scatter is quite wild when firing suppressed, but can fire over this fence line. Oh, stun grenades coming out. Some good damage on that retreating rifle. Dude does end up forcing back. The MG actually retreats with the Pioneers. It's kind of surprising. Pioneers should be able to beat these guys. Just have to come inside the minimum range, which is 20, which is actually, you know, their maximum range is 35. So the window which they can fire from is actually relatively small.
Points are down to 300.
And Pioneers in close, you know, the Flamer could easily take care of them. Seems to try to set up a close range firefight.
Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me and you might just make it.
But it looks like maybe he wants to get his tech down. Went for a second squad of stormtroopers instead of another Pioneer, perhaps. So a pretty strong infantry corps here. Revolution actually going for a double M1 setup, double anti-tank guns to try and deal with what he's probably assuming is going to be an Osmond rush, which is very popular at the moment. But by the time FK9DD gets... Oh man, he's gone straight for tier 4. He must be going straight for the Tiger Ace. Just trying to think. I feel like I haven't seen this A half track in action for quite some time. Now we're getting some good damage in here. Forces the MG off. A half-track pushing in. We've got a couple rifles. Packers nearby though, support. Missed its first shot, allowing the A half-track to get out unscathed. Some pathing issues with it though, and all of these units are weapon upgraded now, just shredding through Sky Revolution's unupgraded infantry. Like he needs some bars or maybe a 50 cal to try to keep this infantry back when his A half-track is being forced away by the AT guns. One of them connecting there. Get one on that now as well. A lot of manpower bleed for FK9DD. Oh, one squad down. Nice Molotov into the retreat path. Could get another one here as well. He does. 2 squads down. Really nice play there from Sky Revolution with the Molotov into the retreat path. Stormtrooper ambush here, but they got the G43s. He might have been able to win that, honestly, with his first composition. They, of course, have incendiary grenades rather than... Oh, I suppose he's throwing a stun grenade. Maybe that would have allowed FK9DD to actually win that engagement. But yeah, it's not like a frag grenade, so... He might have been able to win. Nice. Pack positioning has actually been very strong for FK9DD so far. Really done well containing this A half-track. About 50 fuel away from the Tiger Ace now. So maybe around 2 minutes. Depends what his map control is going to look like for the next while. Sky Revolution has quite a lot of fuel himself now, or he has some majors, so could get a Jackson out, but has invested a lot into these T weapons. I was very surprised to see double AT guns, but as I mentioned, if he was worried about that flat Panzer rush, and maybe just thought one of them was not enough to deal with that, but needs to be focusing on denying the fuel of FK9DD here. Really make him hurt as he tries to bridge that gap straight to the Tiger Ace. You know, he didn't get any light vehicles. He lost 2 squads. Still, he's in a decent position to get it at a reasonably fast timing. Yeah, I mean, it's taken Sky Revolution just so long to get up here to try and deny the fuel. What, he had like 210 when I said it, now he's up to almost 250. Took him so long to get up here and deny it. So that Tiger Ace is going to come in very shortly, just needs some manpower now. And Sherman coming in for Sky Revolution. With his current composition, I suppose that does make sense with the double AT guns to back it up, and with this command, of course, you can upgrade with the Dozer Blade, get the extra health and armor, tank a few more shots. Should help in those fights against the Tiger Ace. But you would really want a Jackson, maybe steal one of these anti-tank guns to help with the Tiger Ace fight. These double AT guns are going to be vulnerable, especially with no machine guns to back them up. It does have the A half-track though. provide some suppression. And here he comes. Double AT guns are there though. One connects and penetrates. Gets neutralized on the munitions. Not that Revolution really needs it. He's got plenty in the tank. I don't think we've seen him use cover to cover so far. No weapon upgrades. Well, at least no weapon rack upgrades. Just a few that are available on the units themselves. Yeah, Revolution still has a tremendous amount of fuel. Just needs the manpower. Blade upgrade now complete. Going for the MG next. Hasn't repaired this back up though after it took that one shot. It's not really that big of a risk at losing this unless he runs over a mine or something though. Because he's currently up against Tug Ace and one pack. If he's up against two packs, definitely would need to repair that damage before returning to combat. Oh, here we go. He used cover to cover, smoking out the Tiger. Sandy rounds popped though on the MG, shutting down that assault. Charging forwards here. Looks like he wants to get the white phosphorus in, but he's going to take engine damage. And the Tiger is right there. Double packs, double M1s are there, and bouncing. Smoking it out the old-fashioned way. Jumps out. Oh, and he gets killed. No AP ammo activated. Big mistake from Revolution. He needs the extra penetration against the Tiger's strong armor. And bounces galore here. Huge mistake when you have this much munitions floating not to activate the AP ammo. Oh, but he's snuck around the rear, stolen the pack, and some hits in. Oh.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
And AT gun does end up getting decrewed there. These ones are gonna sneak away. Did we see the machine gun went down during that? It looks like the pack howitzer and maybe one Grandy went down as well, so Revolution's still in a pretty good position despite losing his Sherman. The Tiger's going to be out of action for a long time as well, receiving repairs. So he is activating the crew repair, which heals is it 400 health? So about a third of the Tiger's health.
Is now accessible.
Should speed things up in that department, and does have one engineer with the Vet 2 repair speed bonus as well. So actually that's going to hit the battlefield a lot more quickly than I was anticipating. Doesn't quite get the wipe there. Really wanted to knock out those stormtroopers. And here comes the Tiger Ace. Double AT guns are there. Let's hope he activates the AP ammo this time. Or he doesn't even have the munitions. He's gone for full bars on his infantry now. Oh, gets a good hit on the Stormies. Pack still up here, hasn't actually been recrewed yet. So a half track free to do some damage here, backed up by the double AT guns. Revolution is bleeding a lot of manpower though in these engagements. really struggling to get up to his next vehicle. So what have we seen? Revolution has lost one rifle, one rear echelon, and a Sherman. Seen what? One grenadier, two stormtroopers maybe? Recruit MG. So I'd say Revolution has taken big losses. We can take a look at the KD, and also quite far behind in that department as well.
Scouts are taking one of our points.
Back how we drop in the phosphorus, but nothing there to be targeted by it. And now he's going to follow this up with a Brumbier. That is very aggressive, but a Tiger Ace and a Brumbier charging front on should be able to bully these double AT guns. Revolution doesn't have any bazookas, for instance. Just relying solely on these double AT guns. No, they're not even that well defended here. And half trackers are there. I think gets decrewed almost instantly by the Tiger Ace. And outright destroyed with that shot. Jackson coming in now for Revolution though. Just needs to wait until that hits the field. T-gun setting up here. Some shots in. Deactivates the APM now. Ends up getting decrewed. Oh man. Just at the exact wrong time. Brumbie's hitting the field. He's lost both his AT guns just before the Jackson comes into support. Maybe if he had some infantry nearby to threaten an anti-tank grenade, Tiger Ace wouldn't have felt so confident to stay in there and stay aggressive. Maybe if this infantry can take out the pack, Jackson can come in and do some big damage though. Pack's way in the corner. Here we go, nice shot from the Jackson.
A capture point is under attack.
Revolution actually quite far behind in VPs, which is kind of surprising. It felt like he has had superior map control, but maybe just hasn't been paying attention to the VPs. Now Pack's going to escort the Brumbier. Tiger Ace just about ready to roll again at Vet 2 now.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Pack he's still not crewed, so can't put any pressure on the Pack. And Jackson, unsupported, could get rushed by the Tiger Ace.
The enemy is
So
overrunning
we have to be very careful here. Going for a second Jackson is probably a good idea. No, drop bar. Major's going to try to pick it up. Oh, he's in the spearhead mode here. It's like, what? How can he see that far?
We're losing a capture point.
You can see his sight. You can see as far as he shoots. All the way out to 50 range. I don't say 50 range now because they get 2 range bonus. Oh, he recruited the Pack Howie, but it looks like it's going to go down straight away.
We lost a gun crew.
Jackson getting some good hits in, and man, that Tiger Ace doesn't even miss. At that range, he's having a good run with it. Jackson still outranges the Tiger Ace by 10 though, so he's got that going for him, but feels like the infantry has been whittled away from Revolution. His support weapons certainly have. He's in a bit of trouble here. Pack pushing up aggressively. Double Jackson's charging forwards. Oh, one of them has taken 2 shots already. Kind of needs to get out of the action. Put pressure on the pack. If he can decrew that, he can stay in the fight. Double Jackson's now going after the Brumbier. Brumbier gets a good shot off though. And all the while, this Tiger is racking up the kill count. 32 now, bleeding this infantry hard. Jackson's still staying aggressive. Tiger is not mobilizing to help it though. Looks like he's going to send them to the south. How many bazookas has he got? He's got 2. Maybe not for long though. Uh-oh. Oh, he clears it. Gets around the line of sight blocker there. Narrow escape. Jackson's ready to go again. This one very close to Vet 1. This one is at Vet 1. Can use those arm-piercing rounds, which should be really helpful against the Tiger Ace. Jackson's missing smoke from the stormtroopers there. Tiger Ace back down to half again. Without the pack to put pressure on these support weapons, Revolution having a hard time breaking through. It's gone for a Calliope though. Quite a long range barrage. We're starting to get some hits now. Oh, and he gets the decrew. Weapon health very low. Panther coming in now for FK9DD, and that could be the end of Sky Revolution. Need to knock out one of these priority targets before that Panther's field. It's coming back out. Okay, he's coming forwards. Brumbier coming forwards. Double Jacksons are there. Good 1-2 punch on it. Here comes the Tiger Ace. This one shot returns. Pack is a little bit low in health though. Could get decrew quite easily. Might be not quite ready to fire again though. FK9DD sending squads out to the north, try and put that VP pressure on. Revolution down to 150. FK9DD did have very good pack positioning throughout this game, but I feel like this A half track should have been Vet 3 a long time ago. I feel like he didn't quite get enough value from it in the early game. Like one AT gun on a map this large should not be enough to contain the A half track. Anyway, Revolution is pushing in the north. Double Jackson's rotating up there now as well. Likely also there. There's quite a bit of munitions in the bank. Oh, but he lost his major. I didn't notice that. I was going to say, could use the major recon pass, maybe get some intel on where the team weapons are. So maybe we'll try and barrage this blob with that Calliope. Oh no. Pulled the trigger quite early on that. They've already spread out at this point as well. Bit of a waste of barrage, honestly. Use forces infantry using cover to cover here, charging forwards. In some good territory, still draining on the VPs though, 115 now. Machine gun in a decent position, but is going to get flanked by 2 of these squads. Has to retreat straight away. Good reaction times from FK9DD. Pack was back healing, reinforcing. Code back out onto the map now. It actually can't get the Panther, his population too high. He's at his limit. Basically, he needs to lose one of these squads if he wants that Panther to join in on the fun. It might even be worth cancelling the Panther. I don't know, it's hard to say. Some east mines there, nice work stopping the capture, but also nice work not losing the squad. It can happen quite often if you don't react in time. Hey, half track rotating now. He's at about 90. Panther's what, 18? So it needs quite a lot more room, honestly. Maybe minus 1 stormtrooper, maybe minus 1 model on one of its squads will do the trick. Okay, 3 Jacksons now for Sky Revolution. Good thing about having a Panther in the queue like this is if you do lose anything, that will come out straight away. And you'll be able to bring it onto the battlefield immediately. Cover to cover being called in, allowing pressure on these team weapons. Calliope coming in now as well. A little bit too deep though, not hitting too much there. Okay, there we go, Jackson's getting in there for the damage. Pack returning fire, Brumbier getting low. Pack using target weak point, one of the Jacksons stunned, the vetted up one, but Brumbier goes down, takes down the captain however, and Jackson's now backing out. Panther now on the battlefield, here comes the Tiger, he's charging forwards. No high velocity armor piercing rounds yet from the Jacksons. No, this is a missed opportunity. There's good damage. Tiger is staying on spearhead mode. And here comes the Panther looking to clean up some of these low health Jacksons. All decrewed here. Oh, and this one's coming out to repair the A half track. Panther decides not to go forwards. Doesn't want to take that risk. So taking out the Brumbier, good scalp, but end up losing a bit of his infantry in return. And FK9DD has plenty in the bank as well, so can quickly replenish his army. Let's see what these triple Jacksons can do. here. You don't really want to be pushing without the Jackson support for this exact reason. That Tiger Ace on the spearhead mode, he's just leaving it on there. Once again, hit some more S-mines. That's one of the negative effects of getting these rifle grenade launchers. You don't have those minesweepers. Oh, nice Calliope barrage. Squad down, but a half-track also goes down. Now triple Jackson's on the hunt for the Panther. Tiger coming out from the bottom, but Panther going down fast. Pops the smoke though. It's one more shot to kill, and there we go. Penetrates as well. Nicely done there from Revolution. Tiger's charging forwards. These Jacksons are quite low. One of them goes down, the highest vet one. Oh, and the pack coming in clutch from the other angle. 2 Jacksons down now. Nice pack positioning here from FK9DD. Gonna try flank around this Tiger Ace. That's a risky play. Bounces that first shot. Oh, and the pack gets another shot, and that's really important in this engagement. No infantry to force away the pack. Pack firing rapidly. And goes down to a Talamine.
We just lost a medium tank.
Poor. Well, yeah, really nice support play for bringing that pack in that clutch fight. Made all the difference to FK9DD there, honestly. Like, I think this Sky Revolution was probably guaranteed to lose one of those Jacksons, but yeah. Didn't have to lose them all, but the pack kind of forced his hand. Didn't have enough infantry to beat back the Axis infantry. Calliope was on cooldown, so there you have it. Overall, I think Sky Revolution didn't really, wasn't quite offensive enough with his light vehicle during the period where it was uncontested. And maybe going for, yeah, it's hard to criticize him going for the double anti-tank guns, because he's probably expecting the flak panzer rush, which would have helped him. But they really slowed him down throughout that phase of the game. He's kind of like struggling for manpower, couldn't afford his first Sherman for quite some time, really late on his vehicle timing, so his later tech units, because of all the investment into like the second re-echelon rifle grenade launcher as well. I don't think that contributed much either. But overall, a good game, and well played from FK9DD. Very good pack support play throughout the early game and also in the late. Wrap on that, guys. If you like a gameplay cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.